Well, for April, we're gonna switch it up. Did you get it? Because it says switch, and because a lot of the games for April are for the Switch. It was a joke. Oh, I don't blame you if you leave. I get it. The month starts with tERRORbane, with capitalized error in the title, on April 1st. Could this game be released on any other day than April 1st? It feels tailor-made for April Fool's Day. Described on their website as a comedic adventure where bugs are your friends. This game looks interesting, and for $15.99, it's not a huge investment. Developed by Bit9 Studios and releasing on PC and Switch, this game feels like a tongue-in-cheek homage to beloved games and loathed bugs. Between blue screens of deaths and chrono-triggered bugs, and switching about in different styles, this looks like a game full of laughs for anyone who's been around video games for more than it takes to leave a bad review on the latest new release. On April 5th, we have the MLB The Show 22. This will be coming out on Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series X, Series S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PlayStation 5. All of that I could have gone without saying because I put it in the text right above there. Lesson learned. With games like this, whether they're baseball, basketball, football, wrestling, or soccer, or also known as football in the rest of the world that's not the United States, I feel like they're always a bit light on new features. The highlight of these iterations is probably going to be the switch over to new generation of consoles, and it'll probably be that way for a while. The highlights beyond new systems for this year's iteration look to be the expanded crossplay with 2 vs 2 and 3 vs 3 exhibition games, or in the Diamond Dynasty. The Road to the Show mode will return alongside multiple difficulty settings and gameplay styles to whet the appetite of the ravenous MLB fans out there. I know there's at least 7 of you. This is by far the game I'm most excited about on this list. It's Star Wars and it's Legos. In this new release, you'll get to play through all 9 Skywalker Saga Star Wars films with a healthy dose of humor, which some of those later films may need. Not that I have opinions on that at all. But the humor is something that these games are known for, along with the puzzles. The game promises to have choice, improved combat, and more details. I think one of the things that they showed off in some of the trailers is the new way that you can have weathered Lego pieces. So if that's something you're looking for in your Lego game, they got you covered. For me, I'm just excited to play through this. They have like, I think around 300 different Star Wars characters you get to play through, and you don't have to go through a linear path in the movies. You can kind of jump around. I'm sold. It sounds great to me. Coming out on April 7th, we have the House of the Dead remake, also coming out on the Switch. House of the Dead, the beloved arcade game from the 90s, is getting a remake. I never actually got to play this title, but I definitely remember its sequel on the Dreamcast and in the arcade, House of the Dead 2. This light gun or rail shooter should work well on the Switch, and it's nice to see it getting new life. Nothing about the remake looked incredible, but as long as they stick to the formula that made the original games fun and entertaining, it should be a nice diversion in between missions that you're going to be playing on Lego Star Wars. Our last game on the list today is going to be Nintendo Switch Sports. April 29th, rounding out the month with some fun, also on the Switch. When I think of the Wii, I think of Wii Sports. They're synonymous to me. I spent so many damn hours bowling with that silly little game and trying really, really hard not to break my TV. They give wristbands for a reason. I've always loved how it gets you moving, even just a little bit. The joy of being able to make it a more active and fun experience without intense skill requirements has always been a draw for me, with a wife who is admittedly not at all a gamer. I'm looking forward to this title, and I'll be purchasing it as soon as I can to get in on those 6 release sports: soccer, volleyball, bowling, tennis, badminton, and chambara, which is a sword game, as well as the 7th free release coming this fall, golf. That's about it for April. This is by far not a full list of games, but there weren't a ton that jumped out at me that I wanted to share with you. But however, I have put in the description below links to some of the resources I use to find release dates, so you can take a look and browse through the list of games and see if there's any that are really appealing to you. But this is also where I want to hear from you. What are some games in April that you're looking forward to? Are there ones that were not mentioned? Things that you really want us to know about? Tell us the games that you're excited about, because we all want to play them. My name is Redbeard Flynn, and I hope you have a wonderful day.